Dramatic new developments today in the so-called Doomsday cult mom murder trial of Lori Vallow. Today was the first time the precise cause of deaths were revealed for both of her children she's accused of murdering, and it was very tough to hear. Forensic pathologist Dr. Garth Warren said Vallow's 7-year-old son, JJ, died of asphyxia by plastic bag and duct tape. He went into graphic detail about the state of his body, including abrasions to the neck, possibly indicating that JJ attempted to remove the bag from his head. He also said there were also other areas that were concerning or suspicious, bruising on the ankles that may have been associated with the duct tape. The pathologist said the cause of death for Vallow's daughter, 16-year-old Tylee, was declared homicide by unspecified means, which essentially means the pathologist determined she was killed by someone else but couldn't pinpoint exactly what caused it. Tylee and JJ were last seen alive in September 2019, about a year later. Their bodies found buried on a property belonging to Lori's fifth husband, Chad Daybell. Lori and Chad have been charged with murder in connection with the deaths of both Tylee and JJ, as well as conspiracy to commit first-degree murder in the death of Daybell's first wife. This comes a day after Lori's own sister, Summer Shiflett, with whom she was very close at one point, testified against Lori, and an audio tape was played in court of a jailhouse call from June of 2020 between Lori and her sister.
I don't know what to say, Lori. I mean, you know how much I love you, and Alex was sick to my stomach. I didn't see anything, but you would never let anything happen to the kids and just let them be thrown away like garbage. And you can't take it, and you would let this. It's too painful. And you think I let that happen? Yes, I do. That's nice. Is there another explanation? I'm willing to hear it. I don't want to think it. Absolutely, but I can't talk about it. You went off to Hawaii and were dancing on the beach while your kids are in the ground?
Let's bring in Gigi McKelvey, correspondent for Law and Crime, who was in today. All right, so Gigi, this was some tough stuff to listen to when you're talking about the cause of death of two children. How was that taken in court? What was the response from people inside?
Just unbelievable. We knew it was bad, and anybody who's followed this case for any length of time knows after the preliminary hearing with Chad, we had an idea of the condition of the kids' bodies. But seeing these photos, hearing specifically that JJ may have fought for his life to the very end, it gutted the whole courtroom. There were some jurors who could not look at the pictures. There were jurors who were wiping their eyes. Lori was not looking the entire time they were showing any of Tylee's remains. She was crying, wiping her eyes regularly. The only time I did see her look was when they switched over to JJ's body. She did turn to the monitor on the defense table and take a peek. But, man, everybody in that courtroom felt the weight of what happened to these poor children today.
Now, earlier today, FBI Special Agent Steve Daniels discussed one of the burial sites where JJ's remains were found below the rocks of a burial site. And he said, quote, "I've probably excavated approximately 5 to 7 burials. Out of all those burials, this is the most precise. Somebody's taken the most effort to bury these remains." What is the significance of that in the context of the case?
Well, the significance is Chad Daybell was a professional gravedigger for many years. And so, you know, with JJ's body, Alex was on the property the least amount of time. I believe it was 17 minutes. So I think my speculation is that grave was pre-dug. If you look at the hole he was in after the body was removed, it was pretty much contoured to the size that he was. And so you see that he took measures to mask this potentially caving in by putting the wood paneling and the rocks. So this is clearly somebody who knew what they were doing to try to avoid detection as much as possible. And that's exactly what the witness said today.
FBI analyst Nicole Heidman took the stand on Monday, testified about Lori seemingly shopping for insurance policies for her children. Let's listen.
July 21st, 2019, Gerber Life Policy, Life Insurance for Children, the Grow Up Plan.
What caught your attention about that search?
At the time of this that we reviewed this and subsequently finding out that the children had died, we thought it was of interest that Lori was searching for life insurance for children.
And to be clear, were any life insurance policies ever discovered for the children?
Not that I'm aware of.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.